Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're all having a fantastic week. So today is going to be a weigh-in and I'm going to try and do it as quick as I can because as you can tell, the sun is very, well, in fact, I don't even think we've got any sun left. And it's only something like, what time is it? Like about 4:30, 4:45. So yeah, the sun is setting very quick. We'll be in darkness before I know it. I'm just sat in Aldi's car park. I've just gone to do a bit of a top-up shop for this week just to see us through the rest of the week before I go shopping next week. So I thought, while I've got peace and quiet and no children hanging off of me, I will do this weighing update as quick as I can because I do really want to be, I've got quite a few New Year's resolutions and they are New Year's resolutions. I know a lot of people don't agree with them because you can't keep them or you're making goals for yourself that are like not attainable, etc. But I do have quite a lot of New Year's resolutions, little targets that I'm trying to accomplish throughout the year. And one of them is to obviously be accountable and come on here and keep documenting my weight loss journey, regardless, whether it's a good week or a bad week, keep accountable. And the second one is to get to target. That is obviously a given. I'm on a weight loss journey. I obviously want to get to target. I don't have too much weight to lose still. So I think it is attainable this year. I really do. I think I should be able to achieve it. But yeah, definitely when it comes to weight loss, I want to be accountable, keep going to group, and I do want to get to target without a doubt. Because otherwise, what's the point? I'm just drifting through this weight loss journey. I need to get to target. So if you didn't catch last week's vlog, you'll see that I went back to group. I've had roughly around about 4 months off of any kind of plan really. And that 4-month period included birthday celebrations, holidays away, Halloween, bonfire night, obviously Christmas, New Year. So in that 4-month period, we've had a lot of celebrations. It's been, very full on. So I have put weight on. And again, I discussed it in last week's vlog, but just super quick, I went back to group and I'd put 1 stone 10 pound on from the lowest weight I'd got to, which the lowest weight I'd got to was 12 stone 3.5 pound. The highest weight that I started at was, when I started this slimming journey, was 17 stone. So yeah, as much as I put 1 stone 10 pound of it on, I hadn't put the whole weight back on right up to 17 stone again. So I am starting like midpoint. I was still like 2 and a bit odd stones down. I'm going to lean forward a bit because I'm very aware that I'm disappearing in the background. I'm disappearing into the shadows. But now this light's making me look yellow. I promise you I'm not yellow. So yeah, drew a line under it, faced the music, went back over a week ago now because obviously I've done my first full week back on Slimming World. I do have a plan B because, again, past Andrea has always wanted to get weight off as quick as possible. And this year is all going to be about sustainability, that I need to do something that I can see through for the rest of my journey, something that I can enjoy, something that can definitely get me the results. And that's why I've gone back to Slimming World. I started my journey with Slimming World. I want to finish my journey with Slimming World. I want to go every single week, get that support, and don't have to pay for it. Because when you become a Target member, you don't pay. And I love the sound of that, especially with how much money I have plugged into Slimming World over the years. The fact that I'll be able to go to group and not pay a single penny sounds very good to me. So I do need that support, and I think, this is the thing that's going to do it for me. Now, with that being said, because I have done calorie counting in the past, I am very aware of what I'm putting in my gob. Very aware that I can't eat unlimited amounts of free food. I've got to eat until I'm full. But again, I don't have an off switch. I just don't. I can keep eating and eating. I'm quite a slow eater as well. So by the time I've got to the end of my meal, it's taken me that long to eat it that I'm hungry again. So I'm just... it's just terrible, basically. So I do have to control what I eat and just remind myself, like, Andrea, you've just had a meal. You're not starving. You're not going to die. Come on, crack on. You're fine. So I do need to have like that daily word with myself at pretty much every meal time. It's very rare that I'll finish a meal and I'll be stuffed. Very, very rare. Very rare. I'm normally just okay, or I am actually still a little bit peckish. Because like I say, I'm just a bottomless pit. I'm as dark as the back of the car. I'm a bottomless pit. You can't see the bottom of my stomach. So when I went back to group, just a quick recap. When I went back to group over a week ago now, I weighed in and I was 13 stone, 13 and a half pounds. So not quite 14 stone. However, still, if I'd not gone for a wee that morning, I would have been back in the 14 bracket. And when I first started, like I say, I was just a pound shy of 17 stone. So pretty much 17 stone. Managed to get all the way down to 12 stone, 3.5 pound, which was fab. I think I was like at 4 stone, 9.5 pound weight loss, something like that. So very close to my 5 stone award. Never got my 5 stone award. Never got my 4.5 stone award, but managed to get that last year, and then obviously ruined it, but we'll just bypass that bit. Yeah, so my plan is chip all what I've put on, that 1 stone, 10 pound, chip that back off, get back down to 12 stone, 3.5 pound, and then continue. My target is currently set at 11 stone. So once I do get back down there, then obviously I only have a stone and a bit to go to get to target. Whether I'll keep it at 11 stone, I don't know. I'm going to see how I feel when I get to 11 stone, see how I look, see how hard it's taken me to get there, how hard it is to maintain, or is it easy to maintain? Am I still finding that I'm losing weight? There's going to be a lot of variables to whether I stay at 11 stone or if I drop it down. Because if you went by BMI, and I'm in the health service, I take the BMI scale with a pinch of salt, I really do, because it's not one size fits all. It doesn't include muscle mass, it doesn't include bone density, nothing like that. So I do take the BMI scale with a pinch of salt. But if I was 11 stone at my height, then I would still be classed in the overweight category. I've got to get down to, I think the minimum I can be is like 10.5 stone or 10 stone, 3 pounds, something like that I can be until I'm in the healthy range. But then I'm at the very, very top. I put another pound on and I'm, boom, back straight over into overweight category. So again, I'm just going to see how I feel. See how I look, see how I feel, see what my body is telling me to whether I'm happy being there or I'm not. And then I'll adjust it accordingly. I might put a bit back on. I might lose a bit more. Who knows? We'll find out when I get to target. But let's get there first. Let's not jump ahead. Let's get there first. So, went to group, weighed in. I was 13 stone, 13.5 pound. Did a full week on Slimming World. And when you've come off of the back of doing things like the 1-to-1 diet, sorry, I keep disappearing into darkness, don't I? Like, woo, she can't see me. Yeah, so when you're coming off of the back of like the 1-to-1 diet, where you're substituting regular food for products, and they're in like literally not even toddler sized portions, they are minuscule portions. To do that and then go back to Slimming World and eat all this food, and you think, oh my God, I am not going to be able to lose weight or anything like that. Now, don't get me wrong. I know I've had a loss. I have had a loss. Spoiler alert. And I know that a lot of it will have been water weight because I've adjusted my diet so much. But again, the amount of food that I've eaten in comparison to past me has been a complete game changer. So I did go in to doing Slimming World again, even though it's worked for me in the past, quite cautiously, like thinking, this doesn't feel right. It don't feel right. I can't eat all this food. It don't feel right. And I kept having like a mental argument with myself. But I thought, no, Andrea, just come on. You need to do a proper plan that you can stick to, and you need to give it a try. And if it doesn't work, then reassess the situation. But if it works and you're managing to eat all this great food, then happy days, basically. And it's worked for you in the past, so why ain't it going to work for you now? So, yeah, as much as I stuck to Slimming World the whole week, counting my swips, I'm learning, counting my swips, enjoying the new different healthy extras. As much as I did that, I still had this nagging doubt in the back of my mind, like, you're going to go back to group and you're not going to put any weight on, because the only way you can lose weight is by doing something extreme. So yeah, I definitely had the angel and devil on my shoulders. But anyway, went back to group last week. Couldn't go to the morning group, so normally I go at 10 a.m. I had to go to the 5:30 group because I bloody pulled my shoulder, couldn't push the pram. I would have had to take Kobe with me. Couldn't push the pram because of my shoulder pulled. It was absolutely bouncing it down with rain. My husband was on an early shift, so he had the car. So it meant that I would have had to walk. And it's only about a 15-minute walk, so it's doable, but not when you've got a dodgy shoulder, can't push a pram. It is pretty much all uphill, and it was bouncing it down. So I sacked it off, and I went to the 5:30 group. I was conscious that obviously I'm weighing in the evening, so I'm going to eat and drink throughout the day. I ain't about starving or, not having anything to drink throughout the day. I mean, I don't go wild and I don't eat everything in sight because, again, I am conscious. I can weigh myself in the morning and be like a certain weight, and then I weigh myself in the evening after eating and drinking all day, and I can be 8 pounds heavier. Do you know what I mean? Like, easy, which it makes sense. You weigh that food that's on your plate and those drinks that are in your cups, they're heavy. So it makes sense. And it's still inside of you. You've not pooped and weed it all out yet. Your body's still using it. So I was conscious of that. But I still went to the group anyway. And I still crossed my fingers and I crossed my toes, put my hair in a plait, everything. That it's bloody worked. That is bloody work, because I think I would have thrown myself out of the window if it hadn't. And anyway, I stepped on the scales and I was very, very, very happy to see that I had a loss. Again, spoiler alert. And I managed to lose 7.5 pounds. 7.5 pounds. Yay! Very, very happy. So I am now 13 stone, 6 pounds. So very, very chuffed. Again, like I say, I'm under no illusion that a lot of that will have been water weight, but it's still weight you're carrying, whether it's fat loss or whether it's water loss. It's still weight that you're carrying in it, because I've radically changed my diet. I'm not eating like loads of processed foods, salt, sugar, holding on to that. But I am feeling so less bloated now, which is great. My stomach is going flatter again, which is fantastic, because I started getting a little bit of a pot belly again because I was just so bloated. And yeah, just feeling so much more comfortable. Suffering with a bit of a bout of insomnia at the moment. I don't know what that's about. Is it perimenopause? Who knows? I sleep like a log normally. I'm like waking the dead for me. And I'm really, really suffering with insomnia at the moment. So can't say that it's improved my energy levels, because I think it's the insomnia side of things. But yeah, I'm going to have to start looking at that as well. Oh, another thing to add to my list. And I need my sleep. Honestly, I need my sleep. Can't even blame my kids. I need my sleep. But I'm not letting it affect my diet. I'm not like grabbing stuff even though I can't be arsed and I'm absolutely knackered. So yeah, very, very happy. So that's been my week. Stuck to it. Absolutely. Yeah, brilliant. And I'm going to have another good week this week. Obviously, we're halfway through the week now. We're actually on Thursday, so apologies I've not put this vlog out sooner, but it's just standard, isn't it, that I'm always bloody busy. So that's why I need to be so much more accountable on here, because I need to make that time. I need to prioritize it because it's important. It's my health, and documenting it keeps me accountable and keeps me on the straight and narrow, just like going to group does. So does doing this. So I need to prioritize it because it's going to keep me healthy, or it's going to make me healthy, and it's going to help get me to target. So I need to do that. I do want to start filming some what I eat in a days, because again, I know that helps out so many people. I personally love watching what I eat in a days, so I need to kind of give out what I'm actually consuming myself. But again, I just find it really hard at home to do it because, number one, super embarrassing. When my nearly 18-year-old and nearly 15-year-old like watch the mum talking to a camera about what she's eating, they're just like, oh my God, cringe mum, you're just like so embarrassing. Which I can understand. My husband, he's kind of just ignores me and lets me get on with it, but it's still embarrassing to do it in front of him. Kobe just stares at me thinking, what the hell are you doing? And Alana just laughs. So I do find it really hard to vlog when other people are around. Because again, until you get over that embarrassment, you are just going to find it hard. I do find it really natural talking to the camera. I don't have an issue with talking to the camera. It's just when I'm conscious of what other people are thinking. But again, I need to not give a shit, do I? I need to just crack on with it and go, well, this is for my health and this is for you guys as well, because if I can do this, I'm going to be around for you guys a lot longer, hopefully, touch wood and everything like that. So let me just crack on with it, will you? So I am going to try and do that as well, because I do like making that content too, because again, it keeps me accountable. If I'm filming everything that I'm putting into my pie hole, I'm gonna be better. It's natural, because I'm not gonna want to show you that I'm having a Domino's pizza followed by a kebab followed by a McDonald's. No one in the right mind is gonna do that, so I'm gonna stick to it. So again, need to get over that. So I do want to do that as well. But yeah, I'm just planning on having another really, really good week. I've already had, like I say, I'm into Thursday. Tonight I'm having for dinner, and oh my goodness, I made it the other night and it was absolute heaven. Never done it before. Just did it totally randomly. Fancied something a bit like a sushi bowl, but not properly sushi. So I made up, and again, when I do vlog what I eat in a day, I will show you this, because oh my goodness, epic wasn't even the word. And it might not be for everyone, so apologies if it's not your cup of tea. But I made a batch of rice, and I made up some tuna mayo, but like mixed Greek yogurt into it, a little bit lighter than light mayo. I did like celery for the crunch, red onion, olives, obviously part of my healthy fats, my olives were. What else did I add into it? There was something else I added into it, can't remember what, but I've got it all wrote down so I know how to replicate it again. So I had that, and then mixed it all together, which I know sounds gross, mixing like tuna mayo stuff with rice, but I mixed it all together. Oh, chef's kiss, beautiful. I squirted a measured amount of sriracha sauce over the top of it. Amazing. And then I ate a whole iceberg lettuce. I kid you not, I just ripped out the middle of it, washed it all, kept them in the big leaves of massive iceberg lettuce, which is obviously speed. And then all that I did was I kept scooping out some of this mixture that I made up, the rice and tuna mayo concoction, and then scooping it in, wrapping it up and eating it. And oh my goodness, it was amazing. So much so I'm making it again tonight. But this time I'm including in the little mixture salmon and crab sticks as well. I'm going to keep all the rest the same, but I'm adding those two extra ingredients too. And oh, like I say, it was just heaven. Absolute heaven. But anyway, that's another sideline. Honestly, I tell you, I'm like Grandpa Simpson. Can't keep on a level keel when it comes to conversations. My brain just goes off in a gazillion directions. I've got 1,000,001 tabs open constantly in my brain, and background music, so yay, great. So anyway, I know that was a bit of a random end to the vlog, but I am going to love you and leave you. If I don't see you before, I will see you next week for another weigh-in update. I'm going to try and get it out by Wednesday every week and do like a weigh-in Wednesday, and I'll go to group on a Monday, but I'm just far too busy on a Monday with like shopping and sorting stuff out with the kids and after school clubs and all that kind of jazz, because Mondays is like my reset day almost. I go to group, I do the shopping, I blitz the house, bedding, all that sort of stuff. So Monday is very much a very busy day. So I'll try and get them out on a Wednesday every week now. That's going to be hopefully my plan, and it'll be like I say, my little weigh-in Wednesday. So if I don't see you before, I will see you next week with another weigh-in update. I have said I hope to lose £3. Realistically, I think that was a bit of a stretch because I've lost £7.5. I don't think my body will let me do that, but as long as I lose at least like £1-2, I'll be happy. Doing everything I can, sticking to my swips, not going over, not being tempted, not giving myself a treat on Monday because, like calories don't count on a Monday after you've got on the scales. Not doing any of that bad habits that I used to do in the past. So yeah, I'm ploughing forward for another weight loss this week. So fingers crossed I get it. Let me know how you're getting on down in the comments. I love living vicariously through other people as well. And I want to support you just as much as you guys are supporting me as well. So yeah. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.